Emmanuel Imona Cameroon. Permit me to use you to reach out to all the legislators and all the men in this arena recently. Let me use the woman leader of Abia Rise in Bende local government to recognize all the women that are in this auditorium communities. As impressive as our record on that front is, the excitement is also not entirely about the fact that moribund health institutions are now functional, or just because workers and pensioners now know with certainty that their entitlements will be paid as and when due. A complete departure from the ugly practices of the past. While it is true that we have improved the opportunities for growth and self-actualization for millions of Abians through unprecedented investments in infrastructure projects, social services, and transparent recruitment of qualified persons into the workforce, our biggest pride in the last 24 months, nonetheless, is the restoration of public confidence in government and its institutions. Our administration has demonstrated that governance is about service, responding promptly to public concerns and applying public funds to nothing other than projects and programs that uplift the people. The optimism and joyful outlook in our expression is therefore never about what we have gained personally, but the fact that we now have a government that puts the people first. Our people are happy, not for reasons of individual benefits and patronage, but on the strength of the conviction that the government will consistently make the right judgment on matters of public interest. On our part, we work as we do because we understand the weight of public expectations, a sincere desire to see Abia change for the better in our lifetime. Our commitment to making a difference is therefore not about applause, but the fulfillment of a pact, a promise to rebuild and restore. The present dispensation in Abia comes very close to the essential ideals of democracy, wherein the expectations of the public are completely aligned with the priorities of leadership. The important strides we have recorded on multiple development fronts in the last 2 years represent very convincing proof that when the will of the people, as expressed in a free and fair electoral contest, is respected, things change quickly. The development footprints of the administration are extending quickly to several places at the same time because we appreciate that every community holds an important stake in the new Abia project. Thank you for your faith, goodwill, and continuing support because they are the key enablers of the holistic turnaround Abia is witnessing today. This afternoon, we have gathered to renew our pact and celebrate the important milestones we have recorded. Even then, an important part of our mission in Uzuakoli today is to announce that the best is yet to come. This region is not just pivotal to our development agenda. It actually holds the key to our agro transformation program aimed at achieving food security, job creation, and improved foreign exchange earnings. understand it will take a lot of effort to unlock the abundant economic resources along this corridor. But if there is anything we have demonstrated since we assumed office 2 years ago, it is the fact that we are always proud to take on seemingly intractable challenges and achieve results that no one thought was possible. The timely reconstruction of the 67.6 kilometer Uzuakoli Africa Road, now Christian Joe Irukwe, provides convincing proof that we are on a clear mission to review, restore, and reposition our land for new opportunities. We do not have the exact figures yet, but experts are projecting that for reason of that road project alone, the GDP of this region will rise significantly over the next 12 months, following the opening of new economic corridors, resuscitation of dormant agri assets, and quick access to urban markets. Our overarching vision is to fundamentally cut the infrastructure gap between the communities around here and the urban centers by investing in projects that take out the push factors for rural-urban migration. Beyond the roads, we are also tackling the challenge of poor electricity supply in this zone. Over the next 12 to 18 months, the situation will be drastically different in view of our program of energy independence for the Umuahia Fence area, which covers communities within parts of the central and entire northern districts of the state. I'm glad to report that we have made some progress in the last few weeks. Our target of full transition to energy independence before December 2026 remains feasible. Recall that the Abia State Electricity Regulatory Agency has been set up following the signing of the Abia State Electricity Bill 2025 into law and the subsequent inauguration of the Management Board in April. As as constituted, will provide the institutional framework for the operations of the electricity market in Abia, stimulate private sector investments, and guarantee international best practice across multiple layers of the market. The framework we have put in place for the electricity value chain in the state holds the key to the root and brand transformation of the market, opening the space for micro, small, medium, and big players beyond establishing the template for stable power supply. As Sarah's operational outlay will guarantee that communities like Uzuakoli and other districts in Bende, Umuahia North and South, Ikwano, Isukwato, Ohafia, Arochukwu, and Umunuch will have a firm handle on the electricity value chain in their domains, leveraging the resources and infrastructure that support their needs. You may also recall that just recently we signed a deal with a multinational telecommunication service provider for the laying of fiber optic cable in all parts of the state. The project is set up to support high-speed internet connectivity for work, business, and general needs. The implication is that very soon, every part of Abia will not just have reliable mobile telephony service. Families and businesses will also be able to seamlessly interact with their loved ones and partners in different parts of the world at the click of a button, no matter what part of the state they live or operate from. Let me quickly offer advisory services to hoteliers and entrepreneurs in the hospitality value chain across the state. Start putting your facilities in top shape ahead of the unitized season. Reports available to me indicate that tens of thousands of people living in different corners of the world will be coming home with their families and friends by the end of the year to celebrate with all of us. It is common knowledge that demand for hospitality usually shoot up around the Christmas season, but we are anticipating more than just a marginal uptick in demand this time around. The projection is that we shall have an even bigger surge than we did last year. Thankfully, we still have about 5 months to put everything in place to welcome high-value customers for the Christmas and the New Year festivities. The state is determined to work with all the relevant stakeholders to make Abia a top travel destination this December. So it is either you raise the bar or you are left behind. Things will take a different turn for this year's Unitide. And I have seen directed the Honorable Commissioner for Arts, Culture and Creative Economy to work closely with the local government mayors and community leaders to create a calendar of important cultural festivals happening in different parts of the state this December and integrate them into our general lineup of events. Such programs should be properly planned, publicized, and set up to attract tourists. As I conclude, let me congratulate all of us for the success of our project's commissioning activity in all the senatorial districts. I'm glad to report that in the last 10 days, we have commissioned 23 new projects across several local governments. The breakdown showed that 18 roads and 5 primary healthcare projects were commissioned for public use in over a dozen communities. The successful execution of these projects points to our determination to repay your faith in government. May I again assure you that every community in the state is captured in our development program. So as you return home, tell everyone in your place that we shall be visiting soon, either to flag off a new project or commission a completed one. As I announced in Umaya last week, every one of us is encouraged to join the campaign against the vandalization of public property by criminals and their patrons. I have seen directed the security agencies to pay particular attention to the activity of scrap metal dealers. Anyone found patronizing vandals shall be arrested and prosecuted to the full extent of the law. For communities that allow vandals to damage public property in their domains without accountability, the government shall henceforth respond by interrogating the leaders and persons of influence within those communities. If they are found culpable through negligence or leadership weakness, we shall initiate punitive administrative actions against them. The only option for all of us, therefore, is to sit up and take full ownership and responsibility for every public infrastructure project in our communities. Lastly, let me happily congratulate the state leadership of Abia Rise, led by Honorable Nkemu Okoro and his team for the successful inauguration of the local leadership of the structure in various local governments, culminating in grand finale that happened here moments ago. I want to also welcome Dr. Desmond Shimahanyaso to Abia Arise. We thank you for your sacrifices and pray God to reward you. It is also important to remind you that the reward for a good work is more work. So do not rest on your earth. I would like to reiterate that Abia Rise is more than just a political umbrella for our supporters. It is a non-partisan vehicle for effective grassroots mobilization, political alignment, and, of course, projection and promotion of persons with sound leadership ideas for political offices in the world's local governments, zones, and the states. I would like to invite everyone who shares in the new Abia Rise leadership philosophy to identify with the local chapter of arise in your community and be part of the campaign for good governance in the state. May I, however, add that membership, like everything else within the structure, is entirely voluntary. The pursuit of good governance in India remains a lifelong test to the structure and would remain alive even after we make our exit from office. The objective is to ensure that beyond our tenure of office, Abia will not fall back to the mediocrity of the past. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me once again thank you for being part of this event today and thank the organizers for a fantastic job done.